Hello everyone, remember me? It's been a while. It's been about 4 months to be exact. So just quick explanation. I had started a new job which kept me really busy and preventing me from getting out taking photos and making vlogs. Whilst in the process of learning that job, I was hit by a car, fractured my pelvis, which kept me on a couch for about 6 weeks. So no hiking, no photography then either. But now, back into the swing of things. I'm here in Costa Mesa, have my day off. Thought I'd come down here to Crystal Cove and get a beautiful sunset shot with this rocky coastline. But the clouds had other plans. So it's looking like we're not gonna catch any beautiful color at sunset, but we can still get some really dramatic shots of these waves crashing over these rocks. So that's exactly what I'm after today. We sent the drone out a little bit earlier. There's a great little rocky outcropping over there. So we'll try some shots overhead with that. We'll see how those come out. And now we're just gonna go after these rocks here with the waves crashing on them. This rock right in front of me, I think is gonna make a cool little foreground element, and the rock behind it gets this great little cascading wave off the side, little baby waterfall. So I'm gonna get the camera out of the bag, walk around here, see what we can find, and we're gonna go from there. So thanks for sticking with me, and let's hope this is a good day. Okay, so I think I found a composition that I like, and it's really, really simple, which of course is exactly what I expect in this kind of an environment. It's just a clean sand beach with these very craggy rocks sticking up all over the place. So mood is what this is all about. So we got this kind of stormy looking sky, although it's starting to break up a little bit. So I'm getting sunlight in and out. So I'm set up here on this group of rocks in front of me. There's 4 large rocks, a bunch of little rocks in and around it. And I'm just doing long exposure on it as the waves come in and go back out. It's just this really misty, cloudy kind of like the rocks are just floating in the clouds with the dark brooding sky behind them. But I'm shooting at an ISO 400 on this, f9, 5-second exposure. And I'm up at a 400 just because if I shoot at my normal 200, 10 seconds is just too long. There's literally no texture left. There's hardly any now. But shooting with a 3-stop split ND to kind of knock the sky back a little bit, polarizer to pop the colors in the sand and the blue in the water, and then a 10-stop ND filter to get me up to that 5-second exposure. And then I just stand here, wait for the waves to come in, and then roll back out, and we'll take 5 or 6 or 40 of these, and we'll go home and see which one we like the best. It's a really pretty scene, really simple. Excuse me. I'm kind of moody, and I think that's what we'll be going for the majority of the day, these kind of moody shots. So I think we're gonna walk up and down this beach a little bit, look for more of the same, because that's kind of what there is here. But we'll see if there's not like a single rock we can pick out here and there. There might actually be one right behind us, as a matter of fact. And we're gonna play with that. So yeah. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I like that. I think we got what we want on this one. All right, so there was shot number 1. We're gonna head down this beach a little bit more, see if we can find something else. Now I'm looking for kind of that one single rock that's getting wrapped in a wave. Maybe we can get that kind of cool half circle break of a wave around it. But staying open to whatever I do find. And that's kind of it. Just, it feels good to be back outside again, to be honest with you. And doing something, doing something enjoyable and outdoorsy. And I think I may have just found my rock. Let's see what you think of this. YouTube. There's a little guy right there. Actually, this little rock kind of This little outcropping over here might even be better, but oh, if I can get this one with a big breaking wave in the back. Thinking vertical and a telephoto on it though, because can't get super close to it. This shot, I've got this grouping of rocks right in front of me. It's kind of all by itself, a little isolated rock. But I'm envisioning this shot as two different exposures blended, because I can get this wave crashing behind it. This just that stretches in the frame, stretches across the horizon. Just this big curling wave. So I'm waiting to get that wave coming in, hoping this cloud moves a little bit and I can get some sunlight behind it. You get that really cool kind of turquoise blue color to the wave. And then a second exposure that'll be a long exposure of the water crashing over these rocks. And I want to blend those two so I get that kind of contrast of the wave behind it and then the soft ethereal feel of the water coming over these rocks in front of me. And while I wait for the big wave, I think we'll go for the slow exposure on the rocks in front of me as soon as I find all my filters. Here they all are. So they got the same thing going on with a polarizer in there, just to kind of get these colors popping a little bit. 2-stop neutral density on the sky, 10-stop on the whole thing. That's giving me a 15-second exposure at ISO 200 f11. I'm going to knock that down to an f9, 13 seconds. We'll see what that looks like. I think that might be longer than I want it to be. But we're going to play around with our shutter speed, see where we end up with that. And then we're going to wait for our big wave behind in the background. And then we'll blend these two together, hopefully. It looks cool. Oh, I take it back. I like that long one. Oh, that's kind of gorgeous in and of itself. I might be happy with that without the big wave behind it. So I packed up from the group of rocks back there. I think I've already nixed my idea of doing a double exposure. The sky just turned super stormy. So it looks really kind of great the way it is. So I'm probably gonna leave it alone. But as I said, the sky has turned a bit stormy. And dark sky says it's gonna start raining in about 10 or 15 minutes. For 40 minutes, which is unheard of in Southern California. Little turn, you probably can't see him with this. Little guy, let go, little guy, little guy, little guy, little go, little go, little go. Boom. But this sky is freaking cool. But I'm gonna head back to this outcropping that I originally started at here. See if there's anything there, see if I can beat the rain out. Well, honestly, I think I'm going to call it a day today. I think I've gotten all the shots I'm going to get here. They're going to all end up being kind of the same, little bit of water over rocks and moody sky, which are really cool photographs, and I love them and I love taking them. But, you know, the only thing that's going to really change today is the rock that's in the foreground. And as I said, predicted to be a little bit of rain coming up. So I think I'm just going to take this chance to pack it all up and head back home and enjoy the rest of my afternoon on the couch. Maybe try to fight off this cold a little bit more. I want to thank you for coming along with me. I hope you got some enjoyment out of this today. I certainly did. It's been a long time since I've been out, and this has been fantastic for me. Really enjoyed it. So, as always, give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Please subscribe to see more. And tell your friends. Maybe they can find some fun in there too. But once again, thank you. And from Crystal Cove State Park here in Costa Mesa, California, so long, and we'll see you next time.